Hello, everyone. Welcome to a random chat. I felt called to jump on here today and talk a bit about money versus abundance and really other things that we're hoping to attract into our life. You see, what's really prompted this is there's a dominant point of tension within my clientele, and it's always about money or lack of, or finding the next way to get by in life. There's that underlying struggle, and often we talk about this as lack energy. And many of you know that if we're focused on what is not going right or what we don't have, then we put energy into exactly the problem at hand and we get more of the problem, because where our focus goes, energy flows, and where energy is, that's what manifests. Now, it's all very easy to say this, I know, but there's an important aspect to remember about this. It's not just our conscious focus, it's also our subconscious programming. And that's why I often say the subconscious is the boss. So when it comes to things like money, abundance of money, as well as abundance of anything, actually, abundance of love, abundance of success, of fun, of friendships, whatever it is that you are actually wanting to create more of in your life, it's really the same program, the same process to unravel in order for us to actually more effortlessly receive what is innately ours. Now, if you understand the cosmos from a perspective of us all being the one energy of source, we already have that abundant energy and the ability to manifest miracles. It's only our human experience that really blocks the process. And it's pretty obvious when you look around yourself and you'll see the diversity with to which people either attract abundance or don't attract abundance, whatever the topic is. And it's really just the human mind that affects that progress, because we attract what we believe to be true. Many people have a multitude of beliefs around money or a multitude of beliefs around love. And these beliefs could be anything from it not being safe to have, or it not being easy to get, or it having a negative connotation because of past experiences. So that can look like money is for the greedy people because you may have experienced that in your family growing up, or love is only in fairy tales because you may not have had that so easily given to you in your younger years or in your parallel lives. And therefore, all of our experiences from this lifetime and other lifetimes are what create our mindset today. And most importantly, to remember what create our subconscious mindset. Now, that's just the basics, understanding that we attract what we believe to be true. So if we're not having a free flow of something in our life, it's because we're blocking it with our subconscious mind and our conscious mind, but dominantly the subconscious, because it's so much more powerful than our teeny tiny conscious mind. Now, I wanted to bring this to your attention today because I would say that pretty much 98% of my clientele has some level of worry, concern, or want about financial security, either now or in their future. And this in itself actually limits their happiness of the now. It limits their overall expansion and their ability to see the next point of growth, the next opportunity that could be a wonderful thing to step into so that they can live their dream life. When we are stuck and fixated on how we think we have to do it all ourselves, we don't move forward. We might be thinking we're moving forward, putting effort into our business, or working towards getting a relationship by being on a dating app. I'm just using two areas of life, love and money, but this same process applies to everything, as I mentioned, from health to family, to travel adventures, to any topic you want to put into place. Whatever you desire in your life actually is a desire that you deserve. I know that sounds like a big statement, But if you didn't desire that, it wouldn't be your heart calling to have it. And therefore, it's really another sign on your soul's journey, on your human journey as well, to look into, why haven't I got the things I desire? Now, it's not all about desiring the practical things like a flash car and a mansion of a house on the beach, or a jet to fly yourself around the world. Not so much about the practical desires, more about your whole life experience. Like, is it that you want to experience, a grand opportunity to share your talents with the world, or to change the world in some way, or to create in the world, or to educate people of the world, to make the place more conscious? Whatever your deepest desire is, will naturally stem from your actual practical desire, believe it or not. When you have this physical practical desire, say, let's just take, you want to buy a house because you're planning on having that financial security, and you want to know that you'll have a home to live in for the rest of your time. A very common wish for people, and there's nothing wrong with it. What is actually so-called wrong with it is the lack of trust that you'll be looked after anyway. It's the constant living in the future that creates the problem, rather than enjoying the now. Because if you are feeling appreciative, grateful, and accepting of the moment, you will find that opportunities open up to you more easily, so that you could create abundance in the moment without having to always work for the future. Now, this works for abundance of generally anything. However, it can also work for the money side of things, because that's just another form of energy. The difference between abundance and money is that abundance is an overall life experience, and money is a practical, physical, tangible thing that we use as a bridge to get from where we are to where we want to be. So it doesn't have to be the only bridge. There could be a form of barter system, or a form of opportunities where you just happen to be in the right place at the right time. We are constantly going from where we are to where we want to be throughout our days, with all the little things. And much of those are expected. We just expect that those little things, if you go down to the shop to buy some bread, you'll be able to get the bread and come home and eat the bread. You don't question that. Well, some people might have their own financial struggle, but on a general rule, you're just going to do it. Now, we need to get that same flow, that same mindset about a huger amount of abundance in our life, that we just expect it, not on a level of assumption, more on the level of knowing that the universe will provide. You see, there's one huge misunderstanding, and language is important when it comes to getting in the receptive mode for having a life you want, that generally has an abundance of all the good stuff. And that is, you do not have to find the money, you do not have to find the new relationship, or the new, obviously, love life. You do not have to find the answer to something, even to do with your health, if you are really aligned with that intuitive flow of intelligence that is source energy. What we need to do instead is let the answer find you. Let the money find you. Let the love find you. So this is a powerful, powerful reset as to how to do life. Most people I meet are not willing to do that. They are too scared, and they think they have to control it all with their human existence, with their human mind. They feel that they have to look after themselves 100%, or their family, or they have to do everything to be supportive or to be secure in life. Do. And that creates struggle and effort and exhaustion and waiting to live your best life. What we are encouraging you to do is, in fact, live your best life, and allow, by law of attraction, you to accept and receive what is innately yours. You will be fully supported with everything you need in this life on planet Earth, just as a tree is fully supported by the surroundings, by the seasons, by the sunlight, in order for it to grow into its magnificent self, so are you. And this, my friends, is actually a powerful abundance mindset shift that can literally unplug you from the matrix and not only help you receive what you innately deserve and what you want, not a fan of that word. It will also help you to unravel your higher purpose, your greater fulfillment, and genuine happiness. Because we have to go into this ability to co create with the world. And when you learn to co create with the world, you have fun along the way. And the effort is simply in the next step. It's not even effort. You literally open yourself up to the awareness that you live in a magnificent, magical universe, which many people see as woo woo. It is not. It is the most powerful step by step proven program that was designed, if you must, in ancient times, full of ancient wisdom that is now only recently been proved to be true by science and quantum physics. This is not woo woo. This is precise knowledge and wisdom that has been around for thousands and thousands of years. We live in a universe that is ruled by 12 significant laws. We only really talk about the law of attraction on a grand scale in the collective consciousness of our world today. And that aligns also with the law of vibration. Many people know that in order to get what you want, you must feel the vibration as if you have what you want. And that way you'll be a connection, a direct match with your desire. We are all energy, we're all radiating a specific frequency. Now, if we're always attracting drama and problems, we don't want to admit that it's ourselves that are the common denominator. Yet it is. And when you can take that full responsibility and look into what is causing this vibration at a deep cellular level, at the subconscious level, then you get the power to change that vibration. And it's that simple. It is your life, your responsibility to allow yourself to receive this abundance of love or money or good health or friendship or success, fame, whatever it is for you, by recognizing what are the old beliefs that you are blocking that natural flow to. This is not about attracting, manifesting, or even creating your best life, although I will even use those terms sometimes alongside many other people talking about this type of philosophy, because it's not manifesting, it's already available. The get out of your own way of looking at life is the best way to actually put it into practice. We need to stop blocking what is already yours. And this is not that you're doing anything wrong, because at the end of the day, the game of life to unblock yourself is literally that. It is the journey of self discovery to help you ascend to be more of who you came here to be, to live the life you're born to live. So that is the game. That is the game. And when people realize that the game is to navigate your way, to allow yourself to have this life of joy, freedom, abundance, prosperity, wealth, excitement, and that every day you get another card, like a chance card in the game of Monopoly, to give you a little clue which way to go. And so I'm encouraging you to wake up every day excited to discover which clue you'll have today. Now, where do these clues come from? How do you get these clues? The best way to get clear and to really see the clues is to go to bed in the evening and ask yourself, your higher self. You can ask your universe, you can ask the angels, your guides, any connection with the cosmos that you like. What do I need to hear right now to help me to step forward into my abundant, optimum life? Or how can I best evolve my higher purpose? And then the next day, or the next week, or the next hour, you are likely to get a teeny tiny sign. Now, this may come in the form of an intuitive hit. You might get this random midnight thought. Oh, I think I might do a video on abundance on YouTube tomorrow. Oh, I feel like I want to go to the local cafe for lunch to treat myself. And upon doing that, the next stage reveals. Perhaps if your instinct was to go to the cafe, you bump into a significant person who will help your life expand. Now, and that's one way you can get a sign. Another way is that you literally see like a YouTube video or an Instagram post or a Facebook meme that just then triggers an idea in you. Or you see a book that's been sitting on your bookshelf for 2 years and you've never noticed it until today. And it was today that the timing is perfect for you to read it. Or someone might give you a phone call, or you might go for a walk and bump into someone, or you might literally see a sign that says tarot reader, and you go, oh, this could be helpful to get me some clarity in my direction of life. Because, of course, I am a tarot reader, and so many people come to me and they'll say, oh, I saw your sign. It was a sign. It was a sign. I'm like, yeah, it was a sign. It was a sign. And so we then give them a little heads up, a kickstart forward on their life path. When I read tarot for people, I help them to see where they're at the moment, what will happen if they don't change any ways they're doing life, and what is likely to happen if they adjust things a bit, and also what is their greater purpose or what path would be best to go down for their destiny, for their divine plan that feels right for that particular character. So we get a lot of clarity in the tarot readings that I offer one-to-one, and you're welcome to book in for one of those. Simply email me at the address that's in the blurb of this video. I'll be sure to pop that there for you. Because really what I'm about is helping people to get out of their own way so they can live aligned with their higher purpose. Now, that does not mean it has to be a grand career, although sometimes it is. And that might be the way they get their abundance of fun, excitement, money, and friendships. Or it could be that they come into their own, that they feel confident, they feel capable, they feel excited to create in this world. And that is a huge step forward into living aligned with your higher purpose. That is really true abundance. And when you feel abundant, you just keep attracting money opportunities. Now, there's one thing I'd really like to underline here about money that comes up a lot in my higher purpose portal. And that is, I see people waiting for this big cash sum to enter their bank account, or for this thing to happen, like to find a flatmate, for example, so that their money worries are going to be halved. And they're waiting for that one thing to change so they can have this huge relief. But it's not always like that. Sometimes we have to get happy and content with not that much cash flow, but we look at it with appreciation and we get curious about where the next step of money flow will come from. So we listen for the guidance of an idea we could do for our business, or a new job opportunity that we could take, or even a temporary situation where we could borrow some money off some trustworthy friend or otherwise. Sometimes we need to bridge the gap with a help from other people, and that's okay too. Or sometimes we need to bridge the gap with a part-time job that's not really something that spins our wheels. And that's fine too, because life doesn't have to be the perfect, pretty picture you want it to be. Instead, what it has to be, something you enjoy and are grateful for. Because the minute you turn around and look at that part time job as so wonderful and you appreciate it because it gives you the opportunity to start your new business or to play a hobby or to start a new course or to do some more training at university, whatever it may be, you change the vibration of your entire days, weeks, months. And this is important because ultimately what we're asking for is to you to stay in that high vibe zone. The high vibe zone is when we feel good, when we feel abundant, when we feel happy, when we feel appreciative. The fastest way to raise your vibration is to go from feeling disappointed, frustrated, angry, depressed, sad, and grief into an appreciation mode. That's the fastest way you can do it. I often get my clients to simply write lists of either all the things that they appreciate and they're grateful for, or more common, I get people to write lists of things they're passionate about, things that light them up. Not only does this in the moment raise the vibration of that client's experience in the moment, it also reminds them of things they haven't been doing for themselves that they could start to do again. And when we look at this in this way, we actually take control of our life and we become more sensitive to our yucky days. We take the low vibe emotion or the ill health as a sign to do something differently instead of a frustration at blocking us from getting what we want. You see, most people are trying to support themselves 100% rather than co-create with the universe. You must instead allow the money and abundance to find you. I'm going to repeat that again. Allow the money, abundance, and love and good fortune to find you. How do you do that? You witness the beliefs that are blocking that from being your reality because it's all energetics. It is only the beliefs, I kid you not, that are blocking you from having the money and wealth. Now, you can either focus on money or abundance. I suggest you focus on abundance. When we focus on money, we block the other opportunities that abundance can come our way. Money is not the only way you can live a life of freedom and flexibility. It's just one portal. And we must have a good relationship with money in this day and age because it's a huge part of our society, whether we like it or not. So simply accepting it, it's a little bit like AI. Whether you like it or not, always have a neutral or good attitude about something because otherwise it will cause another block. So we just need to accept what is and love it if possible, because money is literally a tangible thing. It's not the money you want. I always encourage my clients to work out what does abundance mean for them, because it's not the physical money. It's not even the money in the bank on a bank statement. It is what that gives: security, freedom, opportunities, a weight off the mind, flash clothes. Why do we want all that stuff? We want to feel content. We want to feel like we're enough. We want to feel worthy. And here, this reminds me of the biggest problem I see with clients when they first come to see me. They rate their value, their self worth, and their self value on their bank account, on the success of their career or their business or their job. And this is probably the first place I would recommend everyone starts. Your value, your worth is already magnificently splendid. It is already the best it can be. It is only you blocking it the same way you're blocking your money flow or your abundance flow. If you don't feel that you are 100% enough the way you are, then you are in the way of being your true self. You are this shining light, and those attitudes and beliefs are dampening with the darkness. So discover why you believe that you are not a match for self-love or self-worth without the actual money to prove your worth. Now, I'll give you the answer, because many times this is a collective conscious society conditioned program, and you can individually change your own. We know there are people out there who judge people on their money. There are people out there who judge everything. It's not about whether you're worried about getting judged. You're going to be judged. It's whether or not you care about that, whether it bothers you, because it does not need to bother you. What other people think of you is none of your business. And as soon as you come into that, lack of comparison is the best lack you can have. So when you come into that sovereignty, when you are autonomous and you just don't get affected by anything external, and your mission is to shine your light and just be the best you can be, living in your higher purpose, that's the best space, I swear, that you can find yourself. Not only will you continue to attract abundance and other lucky things that can happen in your life, lucky because you did all the work to get there. That's my experience. And you also get to live a life that's extraordinary. And everybody has the same choice, because it all starts with the mind. And at the end of the day, you can start doing this for free. You can join my higher purpose portal. You can have one-to-one sessions with me. You can go and see somebody else. Yet, an attitude of focusing on appreciation and acceptance of what is in any circumstance will increase your money flow and your abundance flow immediately. Now, why you may not see it immediately is because when you shift your energy into that appreciation mode and you're ready and available to receive all that you deserve, what happens? Before you receive, that mind, that monkey mind, comes in and tries to control it all over again, and they do not trust the process. We have to allow and allow and allow. And sometimes we're allowing until the very final hour. And I know this because I've done this myself, where when I didn't have the money that I do now, and I would be trusting and I was open and it was cutting it very fine, but it would always come through. Some way or another, you're always looked after. The minute you block it with freaking out or stressing or worrying, it's over. You're back to square one, and you won't meet that payment, pay the rent, get the money you want. It's that finicky, it's that fine line, it's that sensitive. It is the subtleties of the energetics, and it does take practice. So I'm certainly not judging you for any of this, but I want to leave you with some words of wisdom. Let the happiness and love and money find you by getting to know yourself and understanding what you'd have to believe to be blocking this from being your reality. That's step one. Step two is, how can I have a good attitude about everything, or at least a neutral attitude? How can I raise my vibration out of that low vibe zone and step into my radiant self, where I feel the flow of life force energy spinning and whirling through and out of me? When you feel like you are connected to something more magical, because that's actually what it feels like. And yes, it is a journey and it takes time. Then number three is to know what your desires are, even if they are superficial things, because having a focus point on something that is better than the lack is going to keep you excited about the next moment in time. So it's all about letting go of the lack and the darkness and the attitudes and the poor me. It's stepping into the empowered version of you so that you can live the life you're born to live. This is what I help people to do. If you'd like to know more, please do message me or comment below, and I will send you some other free content to kickstart your self-discovery journey. I'm Fiona McLeod, tarot reader, mystic teacher, and energy healer. I would love to chat to you soon. Please show your appreciation with me with a little thumbs up and maybe make a comment about what your favorite part was in this video. I look forward to seeing you here next time for another free bit of inspiration and teaching on how to live your life aligned with your higher purpose, bringing the cosmos into the room to share the intelligence that is the universe. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.